And his parents are thrilled. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for Keith Dewbury? Let him hear it, Keith.
Hey, how you doing out there, huh? Everybody's having a good time tonight, huh? What about my class, huh? Give it up for the class. Do a little social drinking out here tonight, I see, huh? A few adult beverages, huh? All right, very nice. What are you drinking over there? What is that? That looks good, man. It's all right. I haven't had a drink in a while. I've been sober 18 years. Thank you. This is my first time up here. I was pretty much of a pain in the ass when I was a kid. You know, I drove my mom and dad up a wall. And my dad comes home from work one day. He walks into the kitchen and sees my mother crying hysterically. He goes, honey, what's the matter? My mom goes, I was upstairs cleaning Keith's room. Under his bed there was whips and chains and handcuffs and porn magazines all over the place. He goes, what the hell are we going to do, honey? He goes, well, I guess a spanking's out of the question. I found everything funny, you know. But parents are very forgiving. You know, my dad brought home a nice gift one day. Remember those little green army men? He bought me a big box of those little green army men. I was so excited. I grabbed the army men. I went outside and started setting them up on the sidewalk and everything else. And I run back in the house. I run back outside with a bottle of acid. Dysfunctional kid, here he comes. I start pouring the acid over these little green army men, and they're smoking and sizzling and melting all over the sidewalk. I look up, and the pastor from my church is walking down the sidewalk. He goes, oh, what are you doing there? I said, I'm burning army men with this magic water here. The pastor goes, yeah, I got something more powerful than that. I got a bottle of holy water. He goes, a couple of weeks ago, I put 2 drops of this on a woman's tummy, and she passed twins. I was like, yeah, that ain't shit, Father. I put 2 drops of this shit on a neighbor's cat's ass about 5 minutes ago. He passed 2 buses and a motorcycle. Come on. Come on, driver. Nah, but all kidding aside for a second, I have a pretty good life today. Matter of fact, I got a fantastic rock of a woman. Her name is Bianca. Give her a hand. She's here with me tonight. She puts up with all my shit, you know. She tells me, she goes, honey, she goes, we're a team. I'm like, yes, we are, but there's no iron team. She goes, yeah, but there's an iron dickhead. Now take the garbage out. See, she has her own humor to put up with my shit. I'm getting a little older. I got some pains. I got a bad back. I got 3 crushed discs. I got a bad knee. I got a bad shoulder. I suffer from migraine headaches a lot. So I go to the doctor to have that shit checked out. Doctor says, you know, Keith, he goes, I deal with the same problem. And I'm like, really, doc? I said, what works for you? He goes, well, you know, he goes, when I got a really bad headache, I go home and I start giving my wife oral sex. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, she gets her legs around my head. She squeezes really tight. She's about to orgasm, and then boom, the headache is gone. And I'm like, that's incredible, doc. He goes, you should try it sometime. I'm like, all right. So I leave. I come back a couple weeks later. I'm like, doc, thanks for that suggestion, man. You know, that really worked. I want to thank you so much. And you have a beautiful house. Fantastic. The staircase, I think I put the toilet in. You know what I'm saying? I was a pretty good pool player. I was a pretty good pool player back in the day. I walked into the gym mill one day, and I'm looking for the table. I find my table. I got my own stick. Start racking up my balls. Guy walks into the bar, and he tells the bartender, he says, listen, he goes, set me up with a shot. So the guy pours him a shot. I'm sitting there chalking up my stick. All of a sudden, the guy goes to the bartender, and he goes, I'm celebrating my first blowjob. I look over, I'm like, hey, way to go there, dude. I'm about to split my balls, okay? And the bartender goes, here, congratulations, have another shot on me. The guy says, nah. He goes, forget it. If that first one didn't get the taste out of my mouth, that second one isn't going to do shit either. All right? Now listen, I got 35 years of all kinds of crazy stuff from my drinking days. We ain't got time for all that right now, okay? So just remember this day, okay? And 20 years from now, you could say to yourself that that's that old bastard up there. I seen his first show. My name's Keith. You guys been great. Thanks. How you doing, huh?